my zone, fire in my bones, so best believe it's on. Sweat and tears, I've invested in this game, so I lay it on the line because I come to do my thing, I'm on.
What's going on, everybody? Good morning, man. Had all kinds of technical difficulties this morning, yesterday. Missed you guys because I was on the road. So, man, it's been nuts. So, um, anyways, good morning. How is everybody doing? Hope everybody's hanging in there. In these crazy markets and these crazy times that we have going on in the crypto market. Go ahead, get your coffee, kick back, and go through some of this stuff, see if we can't get the morning started out right. But man, it's been one hell of a morning. I think I had to restart my computer like 4 or 5 times. But my camera didn't want to show up. Not that you guys want to see this face in the morning anyways, but that was the problem. So let's go ahead and go through some of these pre-markets. Not looking too bad. When I woke up this morning, they were all in the red, but they're starting to turn around a little bit as we get closer and closer to the market opening. Looks like the Dow's in the green and the S&P 500 is in the green. Nasdaq's still lagging behind a little bit in the red, but that's to be expected after the big run up yesterday. But think the Nasdaq will turn around and open up in the green. Couple things going on today that is going to affect the market. Yesterday the CPI data came in good actually. Markets reacted to that. Crypto market reacted to that. Stock market reacted to that. So, actually came in pretty good. Today, look at that. We just went all green as we're talking on the screen right now. Yeah, the markets are starting to come around. So, CPI data came in good. Sets us up for 50 basis points. That really nailed it in for 50 basis points today at 2:00. But the bigger thing that we have going on right now is at 2:30 when the Fed chair gets up there and speaks. We have to see what he says. His words are going to be more important than the 50 basis point rate increase of how he believes he's going to move the market forward. Is he going to be hawkish? Is he going to be dovish? What's he going to do moving forward? So that's really the big key. Is really not so much the 2:00. I think the market and everybody knows what's coming at 2:00 with the 50 basis points. I really think that the bigger issue and the bigger concern here is what he says at 2:30 at his press conference, because that's going to set the tone for the rest of the market, the rest of the day. The market usually reacts positively or negatively to his actual speeches more than they react to the actual rate increases. So Binance is under a little scrutiny lately, but you know what? I think it's an okay scrutiny. Binance had a little run on withdrawals out of their exchange yesterday and the day before, and created some negative price action for Binance. And obviously, with FTX and the rest of the decentralized exchanges going down, it ultimately does create questions every time something like this happens. But CZ came out and he just said, they make their money off of deposits and withdrawals and micro fees for trading, so everybody's fine. But Binance had quite the run yesterday, and I guess CZ is going to have a Twitter space today at 11:30 UTC. You go ahead and convert that to whatever time zone you're in, but he's going to come out and address some of this stuff. I think people are questioning whether or not Binance can bounce back from this particular situation. I think Binance can bounce back from it. I don't think it's a big deal. I think it's a big deal, but I think, if anybody's going to withstand this, I think it's going to be CZ. He's already came out and said people are starting to deposit again on the exchange, so that's a good thing. But there was a little bit of a bank run um, on Binance yesterday. Um, and you go down here and you read these tweets and CZ saying everything's okay. The question is, really, people are questioning him because FTX and all the rest of the exchanges said the exact same thing before they went under. But you have confidence in the people that you have confidence in, right? And right now, I think I have confidence in CZ and Binance a little bit more than I did the other centralized things that fell. So, CZ's under a little fire, but, he's going to come out and address it today at 11:30 UTC. Go ahead and do the math for that, for your time zone. So I think everything's moving forward in a pretty productive way here. So you see, Sam Bankman-Fried was arrested. I kind of haven't really been on here since that happened. He's still in the Bahamas. He's going to fight his extradition. Obviously, he wants to be tried in the Bahamas. Obviously, he wants that case to stay over there because I listened to a lot of the Senate hearings yesterday while I was on the road. And I will be making a video about the Senate hearings and just about how the House hearings, Senate hearings, whatever you want to call them, congressional hearings, call them what you want, about just how out of touch these guys really are with blockchain technology, just by some of the questions they were asking the FTX CEO, and how it's scary that these guys are going to be the ones making regulations for us, given some of the questions they were asking. So, be making a video about that. I'll be cutting a little bit out of the questioning and just letting you guys know just kind of how out of touch they really are with what's going on. Fear and greed index sitting at 30. We keep creeping up there. We were at 27, 29. Last week 29, yesterday 27. We're sitting at 30 today. So everything, we're in an upward movement here. It seems to be moving upwards, and that's a good thing. Obviously, the real news is going to come at 2:30. We're going to see how this market reacts to that. Right yesterday, it reacted to the inflation rates really well. As you can see, a lot of green going on here, and that's a good thing. But me being the person that's always forward looking, because remember, the market's always forward looking and doesn't just look at what's going on right now. It looks at what's coming at it and tries to price itself in. So always remember that. So the market is always forward looking, both the stock market and the crypto market. So when you look at these bubbles here, they look good. But like I've been telling you guys for a couple of days, if you're up, take profits, because these markets can turn. And at 2:30, depending on what's said at the press conference, you're going to see a positive or negative reaction. Playing on 50 basis points, everybody knew that. Everybody priced that in already. But the important piece of today is at 2:30 when the press conference happens, what's being said. And what's being said moving forward, that'll drive the market. Bitcoin's on a nice ride at 17,861. It's rising up pretty nice. Ethereum's on a nice rise too at 1,328. It's on a nice little run. So, take your profits, guys. Don't wait for the market to crash around you. Take your profits. Make sure that you're securing some money. BNB obviously slid way down due to the Binance questions and the Binance issues. It's sitting at 273. It's not reaping the rewards of this run for Bitcoin and Ethereum. But you know what? BNB is going to be just fine, I believe. XRP is on a nice little run. It's back up to 39 cents. We did hit that 40-cent mark and bounced right off it. It seems to be that's the case, is we're bouncing off the 40-cent mark with XRP. Every time it hits 40, it seems to bounce back to 30, between 38 and 39. So we're bouncing off of that 40-cent price. We got to break that at some point. Polygon obviously went on a nice low run and reaped the benefits of this market, sitting at 92 cents right now. So it's back up in that 90-cent level, which is where you want to see it. You want to really see it at $1. Solana, it's broke that $13.50 mark. It's up at that 14 level. I'm still very cautious about Solana, still very concerned about Solana. So I'm going to go ahead and just because of this market and where it's at and the instability of this market, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to stay away from Solana. Just my personal opinion of what I'm doing. I still think that there's a lot more shakeout to come with the FTX situation. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try to stay away from everything that has to do with FTX. Kronos, it did not reap the benefits of this run. It's sitting at 6 cents, low 6 cent range. It did touch 7 cents a couple of days ago, dropped right back down. Kronos under a lot of fire right now, just a little bit more than Binance. They came out with their financials. The audit was okay. Let's put it like that. It was okay. But it's not reaping the benefits of this run right now. Quant sitting at $123. Quant's running. Quant's a great project for the ISOs, and it's running pretty good. And Quant always seems to run, and if it does have a pullback, it usually gets bought up pretty quick within a day or so. So Quant's doing its thing, and probably will continue to do its thing for a while. But the market overall is looking pretty good for right now. Right now, how I'm playing this market right now is just pure profit taking at this point until 2:30. And at 2:30, if the markets act, if the Fed acts right and does a good speech and gives people hope about where we're headed, the markets will take off. And but if they don't and they start to say that the markets aren't going to be doing well and they're going to continue down the road that they're continuing down at the same rate that they're continuing down the road, then what'll happen is you'll see the markets take a little dip. So the real news is going to come at 2:30, guys. You're going to get 50 basis points at 2:00, but it's really all about that press conference at 2:30. It's going to tell you how the markets are going to react the rest of the day. Crypto market cap, guys, we're sitting at 8,072,000,000, which is good. It's up. We haven't been at 8,072,000,000 in a minute. Obviously reflected in the price. So the price of the cryptos are up. Obviously, that's direct correlation between the market cap, guys. I keep trying to tell you, until we get to a $1.5 trillion, we can't even speak the words bull run. That's when we can at least start to look at it, but we're nowhere near that right now. But we are on the move up, and that's what's important. So we have to go up in order to get there, and that's what we're doing. So that's a good thing. So markets themselves recovering pretty good. Let's go ahead and have a look and see, because there's not terrible lot of news going on with the market right now. So let's go ahead and have a look and see where some of these coins are at. Volt sitting at 501101. Down a little bit. Not bad though. Still sitting at a sitting market cap of about what's that? 60 somewhere in there. 24-hour volumes down a little bit. Obviously, it's in the price. It's down a little bit. So not bad. Not performing too bad. So let's see what they're doing over here. Central exchange volumes way up though. That's got to be due to the Poloniex listing and what they're doing. So let's go ahead and have a scroll down here and see what they're actually doing on the top centralized exchanges here. Looks like Pancake Swap's only doing 26,000 over the 24-hour volume, and Uniswap's doing about 163 over the 24. But right here is where a lot of your volume's coming from. Poloniex is doing about 1.1 million, which is about 40, which accounts for about 47% of the trading volume. So that's a great exchange, doing a lot of volume there. Gate.io is doing about 990,000. So you can see the difference in volume there. So good deal for Volt. Poloniex is really kicking out a lot of volume for them. Let's go ahead and take a look at MetaMonkey AI, see where they're going. They did retouch their our launch price. So we broke above the launch price. Market cap sitting at about 3.6 million, which is good. It's a really good market cap for where they're at. Volume sitting at about 238,000, which is up. So let's go ahead and chart looks really good. Look at it over a 7-day. We'll go ahead and load it up. You can see it's on a straight upward movement here. So chart looks really good for MetaMonkey, and it looks like they're on an upward trend. Let's go ahead and take a look and see where the volume's actually coming from. And let's see here. You look at 23,000 on Uniswap, and Probit is actually coming in at 22,000, almost 23,000. Let's call it 23,000. It's $100 off. LBank, and they picked it up a lot. They actually are doing 35, call it 35,911, call it 36. Man, LBank's actually picked it up. They were lagging way behind. BKEX is only doing 11,500. But Bitmart obviously is doing $144,504, which accounts for about 60% of the trading volume is coming off of Bitmart. So it's Uniswap's only doing 9.6%, and Probit is only doing 9.6%. LBank and L Bank and Bitmart seem to be leading the charge on the trading volume. So not bad. Not bad. Central exchanges bring volume, obviously, and they're bringing some volume right now. So looking good. Looking good for them right now. So not too bad. Not too bad for them two projects. We cover them two projects here for all the time. So, give you a little bit of more detail of how that looks for everybody. CZ, obviously we talked about the Binance situation. Sam Bankman-Fried, obviously we did talk a little bit about him being arrested. Go into a little bit more detail on this in a different video that I'm going to have coming out. I'm going to put it together, and we're gonna see where this shakes out. And obviously, there's a bunch of Sam Bankman-Fried articles here. Fox News put out one here, said that he could be doing life in prison based on his charges, and pretty big deal. Kid's got himself in a lot of trouble. Kids took a lot of people's money. This is him being detained. This is him being detained in the Bahamas. So obviously he is in custody. He is in custody, and that's proof of that. But he is fighting his extradition to the United States. So he's going to be tied up in court for a little bit. So that's what's going to happen. But pay attention, guys. Pay attention to the 2:30. Pay attention to the 2:30 press conference from the Fed. It's that's where you're going to see the markets either really take off or start to pull back. We're going to get our 50 basis points. That's going to happen. And 2:30 at the press conference, we're going to find out how we're moving this thing forward. And that's really what's going to drive the markets for weeks. So let's go ahead and check the pre-markets again. They're still all in green. They still look good. Like I said earlier, when I woke up, these were all in red. So the market is starting to come around. It's starting to wake up. People are starting to trade. You guys got to understand, a lot of the trading that gets done in these markets get done before the markets open. So this is starting to happen, and we're turning green. So people, what this is saying to you right now is people are expecting that the Fed chair is going to have positive comments at 2:30. If these continue to stay green, people are expecting the positive comments. If they do not get the positive comments, you'll see these turn red real quick, because what they're expecting and what they get are two different things. Crypto market obviously is still reaping the benefits of that. Still looking good. Everything's still in the green. Everything seems to be moving along just fine. Bitcoin, it's sitting 17,874. Ethereum had a little bit more of a push up since we've been out of here at 1,330. So even the crypto market believes that the markets will react positively to what's going on. So people are starting to invest. So this is a good thing. This is a good thing today, guys. But don't get blinded by the market. Don't get caught up in the market. If you have profits, take them. And because this thing is very volatile. So secure your money. Secure, your investment. So even if that's just taking a little bit off the top, even if that's just skimming a little bit and keeping a little bit in there, which I like to do. I always like to skim off the top, take profits off the top. At least you're taking something and you're working your way to securing your bag and working your way to paying yourself back. So that's always the goal. The goal is to never hodl to the point where you're losing money. Always take your profits. You never know where these markets are going, especially right now in this time. These markets are so volatile. Always make sure that you're taking care of your own business. Always make sure that you're taking care of yourself. And these people that are around, that call you Jeets or call you a skimmer or stuff like that, be careful, because nobody can count your own money. Nobody can count your money but you. So make sure that you're counting your money. Make sure that you're counting your bags. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Don't worry about what everybody else is saying around you. This is your investment, and when you're up, you're up. And take and be smart about, when you're up, and be smart about, how you're gonna take your profits. So with that, guys, that's all I got for you this morning. Sorry I had technical difficulties. I was a little late, but appreciate your time. Appreciate you guys stopping by. Appreciate guys spending your morning with me. So with that, have a great day. Trade safe. Make sure that you're taking your profits. Make sure you're tuning in at 2:30. And if you can't watch the press conference or listen to the press conference at 2:30, make sure you start watching the markets at 2:30. That'll let you know kind of what was said. So 2:30 is the key. Make sure you're there. Don't get caught holding the bag. If the press conference is bad, don't get caught holding your bag, and make sure you're ready to make any moves that you have to in this volatile market. So with that, I'm out. Everybody have a great day. Bye.